So guys, today's topic of the video is going to be about an introductory video on feminist literary theory. It's the first time I'm covering feminism on my channel. So starting with this topic, so this video is about an introductory overview of post-structuralist feminism and pre-poststructuralist feminism. So, but before starting this video, I will suggest you to open the description box and scroll to the reading list and watch all these videos on 1.5x speed so that you can get all the idea of the things I'm going to talk about in this video. So starting with the post-structuralist feminist literary theory, I will start with the assumption. They use that pen is equal to penis. I am talking about penis. Penis is present in men. So pen and masculinity or men have been powerful and dominant throughout history. About 99% or more than that, books and literature and achievements are done by men. So pen is equal to knowledge, and so knowledge and men, pen and penis has been ruling the Western culture and the world culture since centuries, since a big time of centuries. And these both things has limited women in Western literary history and creativity. So women don't have penis, as Lacan and Sigmund Freud says. They don't have penis. So they can't write what men write. They don't have talent what men have. So there is a famous argument which says that women give birth to babies which are human and mortal. They can die and they are limited. But men give birth to immortal things like book and art. So this is a famous argument which stays this whole video. And they say that why? And in the next video, in the next slide, I will cover with you that why male bodies are associated with immortal birds. Immortal birds mean the birds that the things, the achievements that are not supposed to die. They are for forever. They are not human-like, which die after some time. So there are several causes why men bodies or why men intellect and creativity is associated with immortal bodies, birds. So this first thing which says that this is an anxious response to men's inability to know for sure that they are really the father of their children their wives have. So there was an anxiety in them that there is a chance of their wife having an affair with a lover. And what if the baby is of their lovers? It's not of them. So there was an anxiety. So they start creating things which they thought would be their own. Alright? I hope you understand this point. So they started writing. They started achieving things. And the second reason is a reaction to the threat of castration by asserting the presence of penis as a creative organ. And for this you have to watch my video on Sigmund Freud, which shares the idea Oedipus complex and a castration complex. If you know that idea, it's well and good for you. So this point says that there is a threat of castration in men when it comes to their penis. So they find out a statement that they say that penis is equal to creativity. Penis is a creative organ, and if you cut the world will see no creativity anymore. So they, in response to the threat of castration, the threat of cutting their penis off, they say that this organ is creative, and then a reason for, so the importance for their the reason for the importance of their penis is given a reason. And there is a third reason, which says that it is a conscious attempt of male writers to exclude or remove women writers from membership by saying that the only good writing can be done by men. So this point is not that complicated. You can understand that easily. So the third, in this next slide, so male bodies and sex organs are thought to be as creative and full of achievements. So which is not shared by women. So women don't have penis, so they can't be creative and full of achievements. So with what organs can female write then? With what organ female generate their text? So female writers were discouraged and prevented to publish or write their own works. So what's post-structuralist feminist take on it? Let's find out. So that's post-structuralist ideals. So here the post-structuralist feminist theory was not about women but about men and women as a structure of language. The position which Lacan mentioned in his example of boy and girl arriving at room, which mentions ladies and gentlemen. So in the video covered in my last video, I covered Jacques Lacan, and in the last point I said that Jacques Lacan says that the girls and boys enter into the symbolic realm. From symbolic realm, I mean the world full of cultures and society. In societies, girls and boys enter through different doors. Girls enter through the door which shows ladies, and boys enter through the door which is gentlemen. So feminist, post-structuralist feminist theory is all about deconstructing these two binary doors or binary opposites. So this creates a separate categories and position for men and women. But post-structuralist feminists look at this in terms of binary pair as men and women, where men are favored over women and woman is considered as other or something dangerous or inferior. If you have not watched my videos on Sigmund Freud and Jacques Lacan, you should watch that to get the idea. I'm covering some post-structuralist feminist as well. You should watch that as well to find out the kind of limitations of Freud and Lacan's literary theories. So in psychoanalyst theory, So feminist theorists are deconstructing all about the binary pair in which the psychoanalysts and philosophers and everyone is keeping men and women in. So watch my video on Helene Kickoff and Luz Irigeri to know that how they deconstruct all this. So next slide, Lacan says that the position of woman in the symbolic or in the world is founded on lack. Because she has no penis or phallus, so she is not controlled by the center or the structure of language or by the rules of the father. So you should watch that videos on Lacan and Sigmund Freud to find out that how father makes rule for the world in which we are living in. So the world in which we are living is made by patriarch, is made by fathers. So how women who don't have phallus can fit into the patriarchal societies? So So all that was all. So yes, I will show you an example, explain this all things with a theater example. It's very interesting. So suppose you watch, if you have an idea of theater, how a cinema looks like. So suppose the screen is penis or the phallus. Alright. So penis or phallus act as a center. So screen is a center, or so is phallus and penis. So men have penis. So they are closer to the screen. So they are in the front rows. And Lacan says, and according to Lacan, they are near to the symbolic order, which keeps laws and order in society. So, and it is ruled by phallus. So men are easy. They can easily achieve phallus or center. So they are sitting near to the screen. So since they are sitting near to the screen, they can't disturb. They are not allowed to look here and there and move and do things which are not appropriate in the theater that much, because that will disturb other people. But women lack penis, so they are sitting away from the screen or the center. Alright, since center makes people in order, so women are sitting away from the center in last rows, can move and play as they want. You should watch my video on Derrida's notion of center. That is, link is given in the description below. So they can move and play freely since they are sitting in the last rows. So they won't disturb anyone. So they can go outside the theater. They can have fun. They can have party, or they can have kisses or everything. So women are free and away from the symbolic order and are in the imaginary realm. So I hope that you understand that concept. So there is a concept of jouissance. So jouissance is a French word. I will tell you that how important it is. So those who are away from the center or the screen have more play. They have free movement. So they are free to move or behave as their will. The capacity to avoid or escape the structuring rules of the center of a system is called jouissance, which is the French word, means orgasm. So jouissance is, what is jouissance? It is a capacity, it is the ability to avoid or escape the structuring rule of the center in a system. So jouissance is a post-structuralism means that to pleasure that is beyond language, because language is formed around a center or a rule. There are structures for the senses language. But since jouissance is beyond language, it does not fit into any structure. So jouissance is beyond language. Any language structure, or it is beyond discourse, it is beyond any. So it is beyond any words or structures or anything. So in fact, it is a disruptive to that structure. So this form of pleasure escapes the rules and structures that held in place by the phallus or penis. So it's a special feminine pleasure and a feminine jouissance. And it is unrepresentable in language, and it disrupts linear flow of language and shakes and challenges the foundation of the symbolic order. So women pleasure, women language is all about breaking the rules or deconstructing the rules given by patriarch. So it is in simple lines I have told you. So it means that jouissance is a type of deconstruction. It shakes up the fixity or stability of the structure of language. So it puts signifiers into play. Play means movement or free movement or multiplicity. That makes the signifiers slippery or indeterminate, or it encourages plurality. So in the next videos in Helene Kexus and in Luis Erigri, you will get the whole idea which I am saying today, but it is pretty explained in this video as well. So in the last slide, in post-structuralist feminist literary theory, feminism, feminine jouissance is equal to feminine body or state of nature, or which is in the real, which is abandoned by the infant because baby has to enter into the symbolic order. So that was a state in which the child was attached to the mother's breast and there was no lake, so there was no language. You should watch my video on the real by Lacan, so you will get the idea totally. So ending this video, that is women writing or women's language is somehow related to female bodies and female biology? If yes, then how? And you will get the idea of it in my next video on Helene Kexus. So hope that you get the idea, and you should really watch the links given in the description below in the reading lists. So hope that you understand. Give a thumbs up or anything, and do comment in the comment section if you have any kind of inquiry. So thank you. Thanks for watching. You can also subscribe to this channel. You can share, like and comment for further inquiry. Thank you.